Wednesday, February 26th, the third day of conference week. Today, I believe we end the day with a lengthy third period. So if you have forms for me from the dialogue study, I'll gladly take them. Otherwise, we're going to complete lesson 2.2, or if you had the hour-long class yesterday, you're ready to complete warm-up step in 2.3. A reminder to mark things done in classroom whenever you finish a lesson. In 2.2, we obtain information about the flow of energy and the movement of matter during cellular respiration by comparing visual representations from a Feast for Decomposers article set and from the digital model. We create visual system models showing how carbon dioxide gets into the abiotic matter of an ecosystem. So we'll analyze a new graph presented to us with some new information. We'll use the simulation to explore cellular respiration. You'll create a digital model of cellular respiration and make sure that you understand the relationship between photosynthesis and cellular respiration in an ecosystem. If you make it to 2.3's lesson is focused on gathering evidence to support or refute a claim about what caused the amount of carbon dioxide in the biodome ecosystem to decrease. And we analyze and interpret data about populations in the biodome ecosystem. And in lesson 2.3, you'll use the simulation to test a claim, and you'll read an article about producers and carbon dioxide in the air. You'll provide a written explanation about the biodome and explain where carbon dioxide in the biodome comes from. Here is an example of a pretty thorough model from lesson 2.2. Not that your goal would be to make an exact replica of this. This just includes a lot of elements that you might include in yours depending on how much you know. So if you're feeling lost and confused and want something to compare to, try that. Just pointing out that we are just kind of covering the basics in middle school. If you take a look at the chemistry behind photosynthesis, here it is. Where does this energy get used up and what's it for? So this is what's in your future, both high school and college. And then if you want to take a look at cellular respiration, and when we say it makes energy, how much energy? Well, 36 molecules of ATP are used for energy through these multiple step processes that we're just summing up as glucose and oxygen make carbon dioxide, water, and energy. So agenda-wise, it's going to depend on whether you have the short period or the long period. If you have the short period, we'll get a chance to start at step 3 in 2.2, and that would include sharing out the cellular respiration model with classmates in the class, and then reading the article and using the simulation and explanation in step 5. Moving on to 2.3, if you have the hour-long class, you are going to do the warm-up for 2.3. Then we'll discuss another graph that we're presented about what's going on in the biodome. And then you'll test the decomposer claim with the simulation and possibly discuss word relationships. We have some cards for you, but there's also the word bank on your screen, so whether you use the cards or not is up to you. And then eventually you provide a written response to the econauts about what's happening inside the biodome. Again, anything you complete in terms of lesson, make sure you hand it in and amplify and mark it as done in classroom. And that is our day.